What's up, guys? Day 27. Not gonna lie, slept pretty bad. I think sleeping, because I house sat for my parents for a few days, so I slept in a bed. So I kind of, got out of the routine of sleeping out of my car, and so it was almost like I had to adjust again. And yeah, I had a good streak going before I was sleeping in the house. So did not sleep great. It's definitely heated up a little bit since I was last sleeping in my car. And even though I went to bed around midnight, it was still just so hot. And I actually forgot I left my fan actually at my parents' house. So I was missing my little mini portable fan. The combination of it being a hotter night, because it took, until 2, 3 a.m. to finally cool down in my car and stuff. So not having the fan was definitely pretty detrimental. So I didn't really sleep very well. I was kind of thinking, man, this is going to be tough to continue just due to the heat factor. And even with the fan, we'll see how much of a difference that's able to make. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in the best spirits. I did not sleep that great. And I got some other, personal crap going on in my life that is affecting me, definitely. Yeah, I'm hoping and praying those things get better. And yeah, we'll just try to have a productive day and just get to it. What's up, y'all? Just getting my cook on here. A little windy, but is what it is. Just want to share some thoughts today. I was actually looking at home prices in Texas, guys. In Texas, I was seeing homes in between $200,000 and $300,000, and I was like, man. But it is kind of getting the ball rolling in my mind in terms of, because one of the reasons I'm doing this process is to just continually save money, continually be able to invest that money. Right now, most of my investments are in the crypto market, stocks and stuff like that as well. Just assets that are going to go inverse of inflation. And so, one of the reasons I'm doing this is to save eventually to be able to afford my own home and not have it be so outrageous that I'm just stuck with this huge bill for 30 years, something that cash flows, something that, eventually maybe even provide me income at some point during the loan process to where it's paid off and I'm just getting a residual income, right? That's the goal. California seems to be, more and more unlikely that that's going to be able to happen, for most people here. So I'm definitely looking at other states, especially with the freedoms that Texas offers. I feel like it definitely aligns more with my core values. I even found a place there that actually has no property tax for in a city. So I was actually looking at houses in that city. So I'm like, dude, that saves me like, what, $2,000 a year, just on property taxes. Like that adds up, right? So yeah, just doing my research and continuing to look for opportunities. And, I'm not beholden to California. Don't get me wrong. I love the weather here. It's incredible here. The weather and the friends that I have are pretty much, reasons why I would say at this point. But definitely open to see where God will take me. And just got back from the lake, hanging out with some friends. It's a good time. I had to kind of dip out a little early because just kind of going through some stuff right now. Like I mentioned previously today, have some. I won't go too deep for you guys, but I'll just give some general stuff. So I do have a couple of close friends that kind of recently shut me out a bit. And then, my family, we all seem to be pretty close, but we have kind of, as people got older, people are kind of, married off and stuff, kind of doing their different things. So I definitely kind of find it harder to keep in touch with family, and going through a tough time, I think, where it's seeing a lot of relationship turnover and changes and trying to figure out, where am I on all this and, what the path God has for me. And you don't always have the choice. Some people let you go. You'd like to keep those people, but and then sometimes you gotta let go of other people too. So it's definitely a challenging time for me. Definitely, I would say, if you're thinking about trying to do the car thing, it is challenging. I am finding that I'm kind of getting burnt out of it, and it is, there is something to kind of feeling like you got a spot to go home to at night that is yours and safe, and you can relax and do some stuff. Definitely, I feel the weight of kind of that comfort removed, I guess. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, guys. Let me tell you. But fighting on. Another day. What's up, guys? Day number 28. As you can see, my car is packed full, doing some Instacart orders. Slept actually phenomenal last night. It was way cooler. I think, according to my weather app, it was down to 60 by around 12:30 a.m. So it was already, nice and cold. even before I got in my car and slept. So I ended up sleeping great, slept through the night. I did add back, so I had left my body pillow at my parents' house when I was house sitting for them. And you'd be surprised, guys, if you haven't slept with the body pillow, it's actually quite amazing. Someone who's a physical touch guy like myself, love language, then, you know, it's like nice to like hold on to something, you know? So it helps a lot. Highly recommend you give it a try. So I had my body pillow back, which I think helped a lot. And then it's cooler. And then I also had my fan, which I had set up in the back, and it had it just going on my face the whole time. So it was cooler outside. I had my body pillow back and I had the fan running. So overall, I was just way cooler in general and just slept way, way better. I also wonder, I'm like brainstorming this as I'm making this video, because I didn't eat a whole lot. Like I ate early in the day, and then I honestly didn't eat. Like I just had like a couple bananas and that was pretty much it. So I didn't eat a lot of food. I had like most of my food early in the day. So that could also be something to think about, is, you know, possibly my body was a little bit cooler because I wasn't digesting a lot of food. There's a lot of people out there who would say like, don't eat 3 hours before bed, because then your body's digesting food and could be a little bit warmer. So I do think there's a chance I might try to do something like that, where maybe I just don't eat 3 hours before I go to bed. So maybe I stop eating by like 9 or 10 p.m. at like the latest, just so my body's not digesting any food. So therefore my body's not going to heat up to digest the food, because, you know, I eat a pretty high protein diet. And so if I'm eating a lot of protein, especially late, then it's probably my body's probably going to heat up a little bit as it's trying harder to break down the protein. Those are just the general ideas I'm thinking that led to such a good night of sleep. And I'm going to do my best to try to replicate that process, because obviously I want to sleep good every night. I found in specific spots that I park that are in shade, where like trees overhanging the sidewalk. And so I kind of just rotate between a number of different spots that all have shade. And I noticed that helps a ton, because then, you know, I just stay cooler way later into the day. And, you know, obviously shade, you know, keeps you cooler. So whew, it is hot out, but guys, I got to get my sun time in. Vitamin D is super crucial for all aspects of health, really. So out here, just going to get a little read on for about 30 minutes. A roll of you. So just, you know, you want to be in day 28.
Oh yeah, always. Any day.